Less than a minute
Alexander
away.
from Wisconsin. So many people from Wisconsin. Wow, and Kansas. We're in the heartland here.
And we're just going to hang a few more seconds and then we're going to go ahead and start right at the top of the hour. Again, if you're joining, make sure you share the district and the state that you're from there. We're thrilled to have you here at the Back to School Summit. This is, Bert, can you believe it? This is our 7th year of doing a Back to School Summit.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Fantastic.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Good to have everybody here. And maybe throw in the chat there if this is a multiple year for you coming to our summit. I'd love to know who's been here to the summit before. Throw that in there as well. We'd love.
Adirondack Mountains are here. Maryland, second time, third time,
Oh
third
my
year,
goodness,
second
quite a few,
year.
quite a few
Four
years.
years, there's a
Yeah.
4 year person. Wow, 4 years. First time, third time, 4 or 5 years. First year, fifth. We got a fifth. Oh, I want to find out who that is. Oh, they're going so fast. A
Multiple
first, a
times.
first, a fourth. We've got a lot of
A
returning
lot.
customers.
Oh
And for
my
those
goodness.
return customers, Brian, I have to say, so many new sessions. So there's always something new at TCI to celebrate.
So let's go ahead and kick it off. How about we do that? My name is Brian Thomas. I'm a learning designer here at TCI. With me is our owner, our founder, and our CEO, Dr. Bert Bauer. We're going to be welcoming you here in this opening session, and then we're going to get you right away to our jam-packed schedule. We have 3 bells today, and every one of them is jam-packed with sessions that you'll be able to slide in and enjoy. And if there looks like multiple sessions that you would really like, but they all happen at the same time, no worries. We record these so that you can always watch these later on as well, or go back and watch the one that you sat in. But we're excited to have you here. There's also going to be another session that's going to be going on during all 3 bells. Bert, you want to tell them a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's going to be our teacher-paced session. You're all going to be students in my classroom, and you're going to see our latest innovation. I'm going to take over your computers just as if you were my students.
That'll be a lot of fun. Some housekeeping things to keep in mind, not just for the welcome session here, but also in each of the sessions that we have going on. You're going to have a lot of opportunity to interact not only with the presenters, but more importantly, your colleagues, the other folks who are joining the session. So let's talk a little bit about how you can communicate with both those groups. First, if you've got questions for TCI, look right now. If this is, if Zoom is somewhat new for you, if this platform is somewhat new, some people use Teams or other things, so that it might be a new platform. I want you to look and try to find that little icon that's in blue there, the chat and the Q&A. Q&A is where you're going to be sharing questions for TCI folks to respond to. And then chat is going to be used frequently and throughout, and most of you are already experts on it, as we can see, evidenced by all the places that you're coming in with. You're going to be using that throughout to be able to communicate with one another, share your ideas, insights, and reactions to the sessions as they occur. And then, of course, if you need some closed captioning, there's also a little button for that that Zoom provides. If you click that, you'll be able to see the captions for the presentations as they occur. With that, I'm going to kick this over to Bert.
Well, those of you who are not familiar with TCI, we started in 1989. I was working as an instructor at Stanford University, taking young teachers and taking them to the California Council for Social Studies, where we put on the crazy things we were doing, diving into trench warfare, wearing masks, and arguing out the Constitution. We created a set of supplementary materials. We put them in binders. Can you let me know? Do we have any binder people here today in chat? Do we have what I call our binder people back when we were poor teachers putting this all together? And I'm down here right now saying thank you. Yes, the binder people, they're coming in. They're our number one supporters here. They believed in us when we were by teachers, for teachers, purchasing the program, keeping us in business. Since then, we have created a whole K-12 book bag of print materials and online. You see that over here, elementary, middle school, and high school. And now we have um, the elementary science and middle school science. So thanks to all of you who have seen us through 37 years of development, because you're why we're here. You are what keeps us creating this curriculum. If we take a look at the next slide, in a moment, you are going to think about some of your favorite lessons. Can anybody in chat tell me, do you recognize any of these lessons? This is the heart of TCI, where we transform your classroom into all kinds of learning environments. So if you know any of these lessons, let me know. Folks, I want to emphasize today our name. We are Teachers Curriculum Institute. I want to talk to you about that apostrophe. That apostrophe is after the S, not before, not eliminated. We're teachers. This company is all about for teachers by teachers. And what does that mean? That means when I go into a TCI classroom, I can teach. As I went into a first grade classroom in a kind of a tough area, San Francisco recently, and the teacher said, "Oh, I'll give you 20 minutes with the kids to do this activity about animal parts." I took them in, I set up the classroom like a train. All the kids got on the train. Some of the kids never seen anything like it. They cried. They didn't want to get on the train. One kid, Phoenix, went to the corner of the classroom, literally threw up. Um, I just got the train going. We went through the animal park. Pretty soon, all the kids were on it. We were having so much fun. Phoenix got on. We got off. He got himself into the shape of a flamingo from the train. All the kids loved it. I was in that classroom for an hour and 20 minutes. That's the power of TCI. We bring you the professional development. We bring you the most powerful curricular tool available. 6 weeks later, I went back to that school. Phoenix came up to me, the kid that didn't want to get involved, and he said, "Dr. Bauer, look, I'm a flamingo. I'm using my beak to get the food. I'm above the pond." He knew everything. That's the power of TCI. So today, I'm going to leave you with one main gift. There's going to be other gifts, Brian, but today I'm leaving you with the gift of an apostrophe. Teachers, we all in it. We're all in it together.
Yep.
We are the nation's most innovative, most exciting science and social studies department. So welcome to the summit. You're going to learn so much to bring your classroom alive. Brian, take it away.
All right. Let's learn a little bit about you. And so we've got a little poll here. If you've got a cell phone handy with you, this is definitely going to be easier for you to use your cell and scan that QR code and take a poll that way. However, if not, you can also go to menti.com and throw in a code. You also see it when I go live into the polls themselves. You can go to menti.com and put in a code and be able to take the same poll. But we're going to find out a little bit about you, and we're going to do that right now. So, first, which group do you work with most? And we can see these numbers just the way that you are inserting them right now. Wow. Bert, look at that. 35% are K-5 social studies.
Really coming up with our elementary. We have so many new things coming in elementary, so that's great to see. Of course, middle school social studies has been so supportive to us throughout the years. We thank those folks, and very strong in all on the other three. We're in these 5 markets, helping these 5 groups of teachers. So really neat to see the strength in these numbers.
Absolutely. I'm going to go back again for those of you who are joining late. If you scan this little QR code right there, you'll be able to take the poll questions that we have for you. The next poll question that we're going to throw up is this one. How long have you been in education? Are you a newbie or all the way to Methuselah? You've been in the field for a very long time. Let's see where our average is between newbie and Methuselah. It's we got a lot of experienced teachers, of course, according to this right now.
lots of experienced teachers, over 800 joining us right now. And there you have it. We got to get some more of those young folks in here, but a good spread, a very good spread
Very
of
good spread.
teachers. And you'll find that TCI gives you, as I said, the world's most powerful curricular tool to use, whether you're a newbie or Methuselah.
Yes. All right, next question. So, what do you hope to get out of the summit today? I know you didn't just come here to look at
32
Bert and
years.
I. You came here for something. So, what are you hoping to get out of the summit? This little poll question, you're able to type in responses, and as you do so, we're going to see them. And I'll even be able to
Ideas.
scroll.
Yeah, we have lots of new TCI features coming in, new ideas, engagement strategies. That's what we're all about. Learning about the new platform. We have a session just on how to use the platform in our first period. Online efficiency, updates. You're going to get it. Updates, new ideas. That's what this session, the summit is all about. Better ways to get your students engaged. Oh, wait till you hear about teacher pace mode for that. Professional development, becoming a stronger educator, fresh ideas and updates. That's why folks come to the summit to get the latest and greatest from TCI and also from the nation's largest social studies and science department. All of us together, all of us with that apostrophe.
So we've got one more poll question for you, similar to the last one. You're going to type something in. What's your favorite TCI activities? Now, some of you called out and they noticed the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory lesson, Bert. Some of them
Yep, the
noticed the tug
review
of war
games,
lesson
the
in
slides.
that picture, but maybe it's a different one. For me, it was the population
Oh,
density lesson.
the
So I
mapping labs,
that mapping
yay!
lab. So type in what you really love
The
about
science
the
experience.
TCI
Oh,
activity.
Athens versus Sparta. That's a great one. The immigration game, yay! All right.
Owl pellets. I see owl pellets in there. I loved
The
watching fourth
vocabulary
graders
games,
do
the
that.
video activities. Oh my God, we've been working so hard on those. The
Lots
interactive
and
student
lots.
notebooks.
Oh
So
my
many
goodness.
things we have in the program for you to use.
And look how popular review games are, Bert. Because this is a word cloud, it works on the that algorithm that the more something is typed in, the larger it is. And review games and videos and slides,
Video
video
activities coming
activities.
on up.
Yep, they're all there.
Slides, yes. Interactive student notebook. That's what TCI is all about.
Wonderful. Well, that's awesome to be able to learn about you all as we get started. When we break here in just a few moments, we're going to be going into our first period. And if you look on my slide that I'm projecting here for you, you're going to see over here on the left-hand side of my screen, first period. One of the things that we do every year for newbies, folks who are brand new to TCI, is we include a foundation session with our first session. So, regardless of what market you're in, whether it's social studies or science in elementary, middle, or high school, we've got something for each of you in that foundations course on navigation, teaching, and planning with TCI. We've got a course on assigning and grading, or not a course, I should say, a session on assigning and grading. But there's all sorts of options for you there. What I want you to do is I want you to kind of put into chat, where are you going to hop to after the welcome session? What's going to be your pick for first period in our summit? And in
Good.
just a few
Foundations.
moments, we're going to actually, I'll model for you how to get into that session so that you can get there. We do have a few exciting announcements, though, before we break for first bell.
And before we leave this slide, I think you already mentioned it, but keep the agenda right here on your phone. So I've got my phone. I'm taking that QR code, and I can always look at the agenda right on my phone.
Yeah, that's great. That way you don't have to try to dance around using two different tabs or two different screens or whatever it is. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
many people interested in the foundations, and that's exactly what we're going to show you, exactly how to use the program. Fantastic.
Wonderful. All right, so last few announcements, and then we're going to get you to that first period class. We're going to make sure that we support you all along the way. That comes with professional development, which is near and dear to our hearts. That's where we started, and it's still a main emphasis of us here at TCI is to support you through really good, strong professional development, including this summit right here. We also provide you product updates throughout the year. You get those through email. You get them through messages in app as well. One of the great ways that you can get support and also support others is by joining our TCI Facebook group. So if you scan that QR code, you're going to be joining the Teach with TCI Facebook group. And I got to tell you, it's amazing to watch the communication between TCI teachers, not just TCI staff, but more importantly, people who are out there using the program just like you, and they post questions and they post ideas and they post reactions, and they're there. It's a great community to be able to join. It's a great way to connect with your peers. So make sure you join that TCI Facebook group. And you can also follow us on our socials. At Teach TCI is our Facebook tag, or at Teach _ TCI for Instagram. So definitely follow us on our socials, and it can pay off for you. And I'm going to share with you how. Again, we've got that in-app professional development. When you go inside your TCI program, you'll be able to see all sorts of courses, including beginner courses and more intermediate. You want courses on learning management systems like Canvas or Schoology or Google Classroom. We've got those too. And we continue to add PD courses as well. Now, if you want to become a TCI coach, maybe you're a one teacher of many who are using TCI in your district, and you've done it for a while, but you'd like to be able to get some tips and tricks to be able to take it to that next level to support teachers within your district or your school. You can scan the QR code and you can become a TCI coach and grow with us. So definitely let me encourage you to do that. Now, here's an exciting announcement. Everybody is going to get an opportunity to win $50. And just by joining the summit, you're already entered, but you can increase your odds. We're going to have 50 winners. Each of them are going to get a $50 gift card.
Wow.
And we're going to be doing that during the summit. We're going to announce those, and we'll notify people after the summit is over. But all of you are entered just by being here, but you can increase your odds by sharing on social media and taking a survey at the very end to increase your odds. So you can get 2 additional entries by sharing on social media, and I'll share with you how you do that. And then also taking the survey that we're going to send out at the end of the conference. Now, that survey is really important for an additional reason, is that we're going to be sending you a certificate for hours. So say it with me. Yes, I will get a certificate. I am going to get those hours on the certificate, but I have to fill out the survey in which to do so. So you're going to scan that code. We'll send you the certificate. You'll be able to get that. That way you can turn it in to whomever might need to see that for your school or district. And like we had said before, we're going to be giving those gift cards away. Here's how you can increase the odds. You do the survey, you get the certificate, but you also share on social media. And when you share, just tag us. One thing that you've learned, something favorite about the favorite session that you're in, and use the hashtag pound TCI Summit 26. And when you do that, you're going to be increasing your odds of being able to win that $50 gift card. So there's how you can share. Now, we're going to be going ahead and breaking to our next session, which is going to start here in just a couple of moments. Now, how you're going to join, we'll throw that link into the chat there too, but I'll model it for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and when I click on that link, you'll see all the sessions that you can join for session 1. Any of them that have that purple button, when you click that little button right there, it will automatically have you leave this and join that. Simple, easy peasy. So you can go to the lobby, You can get these sessions at any time, but that purple link is how you're going to be joining and being able to move from one session to the next. So with that being said, folks, we are excited to go ahead and get that first session underway. Go ahead and use that link. Go there, join your first session, and have an amazing TCI Back to School Summit. Thank you.